It's time to wake up and smell the roses or sunflowers. See, we pay more for the things that we don't know than the things that we actually do. Welcome to another Rosa Rants, and today I'm going to be talking about how ignorance is not bliss, it's expensive. And it's costing your bank account, it's costing your mental load so much time, energy, and expenses, okay? So let's get into it. First, y'all can see the bookshelf. Pick up a book, right? I have a whole bunch of different books here ranging from a bunch of different things. Some super heavy stuff to some things about music and acting, okay? You want knowledge from any point, any access, any part of your life. So if you're big into finance, pick up finance books. I don't think I'm gonna edit this video at all. We'll see how this goes. But pick up some finance books. If you're into acting, pick up acting books. If you're into geography, pick up geography books. You want to get to be an expert at your field. Why? Because people can trust you more once they realize you have the knowledge and the in-person experience. So go live life too. Don't just listen to audiobooks or read books or watch movies and documentaries and all this other things. You have to actually go and get the hands-on experience in the fields, and also enjoy life too. Especially me as an actor, I have to, it's part of my job to live and enjoy life and have new experiences, because I'm going to be playing so many different characters. And I played characters, some I'm never going to ever do in real life, but some things I get to experience and then I end up getting a character for it. So it's just good to have that beforehand knowledge. And then also just making new connections and learning new things allows you to better connect with people. I'm always known as the connector, because I always have these random facts and places that I've been to. So I've been to Guyana before. Whenever I meet someone who's from Guyana, I'm like, oh, you're from Berbice, Georgetown, Linden. They're like, oh, what you know? It's always such a beautiful thing to be able to connect with different people and different cultures, and they don't expect it either, so it's just cool to have those different things going on, and just to be able to listen to other people's passions too. It's not always about connecting, isn't always about you being interesting, it's about being interested. That's the key part, to be honest, because people love to talk about themselves. I mean, obviously I'm over here on a YouTube channel talking to you, but literally, I just see the camera right now. I know you're behind the screen. I know I got my 50 viewers or whatever. But people love to talk about themselves. They love to hear themselves. They love to hear their name. That's another little psychology trick. When you meet somebody, something that you want to do is repeat their name, So you could also memorize it too, because I know me, I can be bad with names, but that helps me. Georgina with the green dress. Georgina, hey Georgina, it's been so nice meeting you, Georgina. And just keep that going in your mind, okay? We're flowing here because this is a rant, right? So it may sound a little all over the place, but grab popcorn, matcha latte, whatever floats your boat. Sunday float. I don't like ice cream. Well, okay, don't crucify me. I mean, I don't eat dairy. So that's that. I mean, I eat cheese sometimes, but okay, that's besides the point, y'all. I did write a little bit of notes so that way I don't get too over crazy. We talk about books, right? So books are something that has changed my life. Books, YouTube University, and then Audible. If you do not have an Audible subscription, please get one. Yesterday. Audible has so many good titles, and they're not sponsoring this. I don't have a code, at least I don't think so. If I do, maybe I'll put one in there. But no, seriously, Audible is such a great thing to use. There's a whole bunch of free titles. Once you get this subscription, you pay your monthly subscription, you get free titles. Then you could upgrade to premium, get premium titles. Then you also get a credit where you could choose one book that, may not be in the free part of it. So it's really good to just dive deep into whatever sectors of life you're trying to learn about. Me, for example, to give you a little quick story, I somehow ended up in a circle of really important, really financially well-off people And I was getting invitations to expensive restaurant openings in Midtown Manhattan and to go out to the Hamptons on people's marinas and things like that. And a lot of them were art collectors, musicians, actors, actresses, things of that nature. And part of me, growing up as someone who came from like absolutely nothing in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, like if you know, you know. Like our slogan was Bed-Stuy, do or die, literally. So it's gentrified now, and my family home value has risen by like tenfold. But growing up, it was not always like that, okay? So growing up from a certain type of neighborhood and a certain type of socioeconomic background, I did feel a little out of place. And you know what? The one thing that made me in place, because I say wherever your feet land, call it home. You walk into any room, any conference, any meeting, like you own it, like you belong there. So I know that now. But growing up, it was something that I would honestly kind of be a bit embarrassed about. And it's also because that shame was put onto me, whether that's to family members, friends, or society in general. Now it is what it is. Like, I am from where I'm from, and there's a lot of great people who have come from there. Yes, it is a neighborhood that has been struck with poverty and crime, but also a lot of great things have come out of it as well too. So we gotta handle the dichotomy of that. Back to what made me feel confident about being in those rooms when I once had nothing to share or felt like I couldn't add anything to the conversation. Knowledge, because lack of knowledge equals lack of access, right? So now I felt more comfortable and confident. Why? Because I studied. I studied art because there was a lot of art collectors in the group. So I was always interested in art because I liked it, but I never was like, let me look into the history and let me find out about Van Gogh. And by the way, his name is not Van Gogh because it's German. It's actually pronounced Van Gogh. Okay, so it's another little fun fact that when people hear you say his name like that, they're like, oh, she's like a real artsy person. Like, she knows her stuff. Or it's like knowing the different time periods that he made certain things because of the styles that he made it in. So you know, like the time period and the location, like little things like that, or knowing the lesser known artists or the fun facts about the big artists that not many people know. And it was just so fascinating to me. Like, I did want to learn it starting from a superficial place, a place of seeking, I wouldn't say external validation, but external maybe belonging, I would say, in a sense of feeling like I have something to add and feel like I belong there. And what did give it to me was knowledge, as superficial as we want to call it or whatever the case may be. They loved me anyway. So it was all, to be real, it was all inside of my mind, because at the end of the day, they loved me. They loved my charisma. They loved my personality. I was helpful in the ways that I was. It was just something that I felt a little insecure about. But guess what? The thing about insecurities is all it takes is a perspective shift or action to be taken to change and get out of that. So that's what I did. I studied the greats and I was able to name them to the point where people were like, are you an artist? Like, how do you know so much? Oh, I just love studying it. And the thing is, I wasn't like doing something that I didn't love or didn't want to do for the approval of others. I literally fell in love with listening to the stories of different artists, watching the documentaries, watching the YouTube videos, making my family watch them because it was so interesting. They started falling in love with it. So it was just a really cool thing for all of us that were in the circle. Okay, so yeah. Learn about the things that are trending in your fields. Pick up a damn book. Get an Audible subscription. Go to your local library, right? That's the one thing that I know everybody likes to order stuff on Amazon and whatever the case may be, but it does not have to be expensive. You don't have to spend hundreds of dollars on books because you want to learn XYZ. Go to your local library. And you'll probably also find that they have like other resources and stuff too that are very helpful for you. But yeah, you don't have to necessarily take handwritten notes. You can take pictures of certain pages that make sense to you, or write notes in a separate notebook or a separate Google Sheet or Google Doc. And yeah, just learn in whatever ways that you can. YouTube is free. Google exists. ChatGPT exists. The Guide to Ruthless Responsibility exists. Link down below. But yeah, everything is here for you, you know? So just make sure you're actually taking the time to go out and seek. Seek and you shall find. And last but not least, go to therapy. Don't just learn about the world, learn about yourself. Study psychology. Look at the Robert Greene's, the 48 Laws of Power, dark psychology, the laws of human nature. Use these things to educate yourself so people don't use it against you. I'm not telling you to go out and be a menace in society. I'm saying to learn these things so that way people cannot use them against you. Because when you're able to call things out and give things a name, it takes away the power from them. You can be like, oh, yeah, you're breadcrumbing me. This is not happening. Yeah, like actually you're gaslighting me and it's not working. I don't know if you've ever like been with a smart woman before, but yeah, literally go to therapy, have someone be kind of like a mirror to you. So therapy, they're not necessarily giving you advice, but they're helping you choose your own decisions, kind of uncovering your blind spots and things that you know, you may be overlooking, because we all have bias. We all have bias, whether we feel like we have it or not. We do have some partial judgment, and we cannot necessarily see all the different parts of ourselves, although we should be striving to each and every day, analyzing, reflecting, journaling. But the cherry on top is therapy. So learn yourself, learn the world, and go out and be a great person. You will find so many more people to connect to with this, because you just have so much more to talk about, so much more to listen to and learn and grow. And just remember that you pay more for the things that you don't know than things that you do. It's like a mechanic. You go into a mechanic, you don't know anything about cars. Guess what they're gonna do? They're going to upcharge you. They're going to tell you you need something that you don't need, because they know that you don't know. So knowledge is power, but the application of it, yeah, I said that right. The application of power is really where the true power comes in. The application of power makes you deadly. Just knowing it is like, okay, cool, right? But applying it, that's where the real power comes in. Same thing with dieting and exercise. How do you lose weight? You eat less and you work out. We all know that. Knowledge is power. Yay, woohoo. Like, then everybody should be the way that they want to. No, because they're not applying the knowledge. So you go not just learn the knowledge, but you apply it. All right. And if you're looking for more knowledge and want something else to listen to, something that can edify you and feed you and your soul and learn new things, then I suggest I suggest watching this next video right here. All right, see you there.